Hi, folks. We've done this about 15 times so far, and this should be 16. Uh, you're watching The Skeptic and the Believer. And I'm the Amazing Vito, and I am the Skeptic. And
And I am Ken, the paranormal investigator, and I am the believer.
and Ken has been a paranormal investigator for well over 10 years. Um, Today, we're going to be talking about Ouija boards. And I don't believe in them, but I believe they can be bad. And how I think they work, um, we'll watch a video and then we'll discuss what like about the video. And then, so Ken, why do you think they would be bad?
I think they can play on what you do on the board. They can be deceitful, and it's something you just shouldn't be messing with. And you shouldn't play with it by yourself. And even if you have someone on there helping you, it's they can get really bad and turn your world upside down. And you're gonna get evil stuff coming through, and then you're gonna really have a lot of problems later on.
Oh yeah,
And
just checking it out. I mean, they've been selling it on Walmart. I mean, they sell it everywhere, not just Walmart. But um, when I was just checking out, the strange and mysterious history of Ouija board, harmless family game, or fascinating glimpse into the non-conscious mind, and that video will kind of will discuss that. But there are people on here that with their comments, they'll say stuff like the Bible says not to seek out wizards or sorcery or you know uh, any sort of witchcraft. Um, they there's a lot of people that really dislike the thing, and other people think that just it's harmless fun. I I don't think you should, and I don't believe in them, but I'll tell you why. All right, let's watch this vid here.
If you've ever played with a Ouija board, you're probably familiar with the spooky feeling of another presence moving the planchette. But we can say something with a bit of confidence here. It's not a ghost. It is your brain playing tricks on you. In fact, psychologists have a pretty good understanding of Ouija boards. They've figured out not only how the planchette moves across the board, but also why we're so easily convinced a spirit is the one behind it. If I reach over and push a planchette and it immediately moves, cool, my brain will totally know that I did that. But if the outcome happens much later than our action, or if our action wasn't voluntary to begin with, that throws us for a loop, and our brain normally doesn't realize we're responsible. And that is what happens with Ouija boards. Overall, the mechanics here are actually pretty simple. The planchette moves thanks to something called the ideomotor effect. This is when a muscle moves just a little bit without you noticing and without you actually intending it to move, and it's driven by your thoughts and subconscious. So if you're focusing really hard on the planchette and waiting for it to move, you might not notice that your finger happened to twitch a little toward one of the letters, and your brain won't notice either.
That's what you know where the subconscious mind is kind of moving it. You don't know that you're moving it, and I believe that. I believe that you don't know that you're moving it. Anyways,
Mm.
why I think that it's bad to have and it can be harmless is because everybody's different, right? Some people could take it as it could be fun, something enjoyable, and other people, if they have a bad experience on the thing, it could freak them out, and they start blaming if things start going bad. Car breaks down, dog dies, whatever. They're like, oh man, it was that Ouija board. I shouldn't have screwed around with it, and they start really freaking out more and more and making it worse. That's why I think it would be a bad idea to have one. And you think that it is opening doors,
To the other world.
to another world that demons
No.
or a bad person
something to come through at you. Yeah.
This is what I don't get. Like, how do you know if you're speaking to, when you watch these shows and they're like, they're talking about, they're talking to a harmless ghost. How do they not know? And this is just a thought. I mean, if you're a demon or something evil, wouldn't you lie?
Yeah, it's going to be deceitful, like telling you, it could be telling you, oh, I'm your father or your family, one of your family members, but in the meantime, it's something totally different. And then it's going to come through and just, make you do, just keep saying things you want to hear, but, it's just using you,
And
you know.
have you ever, I mean, I had a weird experience when I was 16 with one, where it it spelled out 758, sorry, 758 Argus, and nobody knew what that meant. And then it hit me. I was like, that's my, like when I was in Air Cadets, that was my
Mhm.
squad, that was, so nobody knew that except for me.
Mhm.
And I could have sworn I was not moving it, so, and I mean, if somebody were to ask me that, like, no one there knew that, that was what that even meant until it spelled it out. And then I thought, wait a minute, and it kind of freaked me out. Um, but yeah, it just, I didn't find it fun. So have you ever, and I don't believe in the thing, but it's just, it does give you the creeps. I mean, have you ever experienced anything with this thing? Like, have you ever seen somebody screw around with it, or you ever screwed around with it?
Oh, it's a number of times. First time was in the 70s with my cousin. Tried it there, and I still, to me, when doing it with her, I had a funny feeling she was doing it for some reason. And then I did it later on with some friends where I used to live, and it kept repeating and going to the same thing, die bitch, over and over again. And that was his girlfriend that was right there, meant for her. And he got all mad and really mad, and so bad he took it to work and threw it in the dumpster.
But so it was saying "die bitch" to his.
Over and over again to his girlfriend.
So it was it was probably him. He was just going, "Oh man, this stupid thing, I can't. Oh, you suck. You are a piece of crap. No one likes your cooking. I hate you so much. I can't believe this. This it's not me." What a horrible joke. All right, so no, that would freak me out. But there are a lot of people that, again, like, I could read, you could see the comments if you look it up. They are just, they're like, don't screw around with this thing. Do not. And for me, I think it is harmless, even though I don't believe in it. Because again, if you think that something is attached to you playing the supernatural, and especially with all the stuff that's out there, you watch all that stuff and it gets to you, and then you start screwing around with this Ouija board, I think it could have a really bad state of mind to you. So with that being said, those are my thoughts on it. What are your thoughts? What do you think? Final thoughts about the Ouija board? Do you think people should purchase these things, or what do you think?
I don't think they should purchase, even look into doing it anymore. Like, especially if you're doing it by yourself, that's a no-no. Like, I did go to that one place and did investigation, and so-called this woman was doing a Ouija board by herself all the time, and she called the spirit Caviar or something like that, which to me, I think it was Lucifer or something she was trying to draw in or something like that. But soon as she pulled the board out, everything went crazy in the room. But besides that, when she didn't do it, everything was quiet. Nothing was really happening. So I mean, as soon as she pulled that board out, everything started going wacky.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get the thing. I don't get the attraction. Well, I get it. When you're young and stupid, you're like, let's try this, but
Mhm.
I don't think it's good. So with that being said, you know, if you want to try it out, I strongly advise not to. And that's coming from a skeptic. Because you can read more, you know, weird things can happen that you're doing it and subconsciously, something, unless you're mad at your spouse or whoever, and you want to, you know, why does it keep saying you want a divorce? Who wants a divorce? Who wants a divorce? You're not getting half the house. What's this even mean? So I got to stop doing that. All right. So I don't know. Anyways, I'm the Amazing Vito, and
I am Ken, the believer.
and I'm the skeptic, and I don't think things can come out in the middle of the night and touch you. I just don't believe in stuff like that. I think it's not going to happen.
Each his own.
You are so slow at that. You suck. All right, folks, be good. We did this like 9 times, and then I told you when to come in with that stupid thing. All right, folks, listen, it's been good. Ken, thanks so much. I'll talk to you soon. Be good.
Okay.
And I'm going to beat this boy senseless. You got that, boy? Yeah, that's it. You better run, boy. You best run. Be good.
Good.